Ryan Domke, she wants a question answered. This is not counting as electioneering. This was done. He happens to be in the room. He's
It's not a
answering your
meeting
question.
anymore.
I think all the questions asked and the points raised on this topic were pertinent and appropriate. First, I'm going to ask you, as was stated, because I think it's a good point, look at the record. I've spoken at least twice publicly since this new board has been in place about the importance of public comment. Now, that was primarily last spring before then Chairman Bradshaw cut off public comment and then spoke briefly after he did. I think that was off the record though because they turned off the mics. But, so I will say evidence matters, history matters. I have intentionally spoken clearly about the fact that public comment is critical. I actually like both ideas that have been presented. I believe the local level is the most important level. And, sorry, is that up on?
Oh, you're good.
And so I think we need to be informed voters. We need to make informed decisions. So look at the record, ask difficult questions, expect honest answers. I think the state level also makes sense, not because, as we've now seen over the last year, not because the state's going to come in and police it for us, but because it's the right thing to do. I personally believe that current state law with regard to business meetings and public comment is unconstitutional. Therefore, it should be changed. Simply because it's the right thing to do. But we should focus at the local level. And so, yeah, look at the history, ask those questions. It's important, in my opinion, that the public have the opportunity to offer feedback on business issues because that's how we make the most informed decision. Through true deliberation, through finding of facts, through evaluation. If we don't go through that process, how can we justify our decisions? And how can we be held accountable? I might make a bad decision. I'm sure I would if I was elected. At some point in time, I'm going to miss some information. So how can the public come to me and say, well, how did you reach that conclusion if I don't understand the process of your deliberation to reach that decision? So I want to be held accountable because I want to do a good job. Therefore, if I make a mistake, I need to understand where was the mistake made and how do we correct it in the future? Or how do we remedy it if that's legally required? So, yes, public comment, if you look at my website, it's words written down, right?
Which is?
I want to be held accountable. Domke, number 4, BonnerCounty.com. Form item is the public should have a voice. The public should have input into the business of our county.
Fran, I want a bold assurance this will never happen with you.
Not
You know,
if I
Steve gave those same assurances.
No,
You're
I
right.
want it up
And at the
front.
end of the day, they're all words without the actions.
Amen.
And so, to the best of your ability, not having sat in that seat, you have to do the research. You have to be an educated voter. Look at how I volunteered and what I've done for our community in the 10 years that I've lived here. So it's because I care. It's because I'm invested. So, and I believe in accountability. I have to believe it, that it's true, that I'm a man of my word.
I got it on video and I will play it again.
And then you have to hold everybody accountable. So, you know, and as much as I love the idea of the voice of the people at the county level, when it comes to the whole county gets to vote, I actually kind of wish that we were doing district level voting because it would be easier to recall. Because if I don't do what I say, vote me out. Thank you.